Today we are going to talk about my top 10 favorite books of all time. Welcome back to my YouTube. I'm happy you're here. Get cozy, get a nice little drink, and let's get started. The first book I have for you is Truly, Madly, Deeply. This book, don't mind the sticker, but this book is a book that I cannot stop thinking about. I think about it to this day. I think about these people. I think about what they're doing day in, day out. I think about their daughter. But Truly, Madly, Deeply is basically a second chance romance, forced proximity, and yeah, it's about Ambrose and Calla, and Ambrose and Calla both have trauma that they have to fix, but they fix it together. And once that trauma is fixed, they come together and they fall in love. And I think it's a cute story, especially, I love the character growth in this. I love the person that Calla is for Ambrose and the person that Ambrose is for Calla. I think it's a good palate cleanser, a good book to sit down and sit in one setting, because every time you turn the page, you get a new interest, a new peak of interest, and you're like, what's next? What's next? I want more. I want more. So yeah, I definitely enjoy this book. I definitely recommend it. And I think if you're looking for a downright slow burn romance, forced proximity, second chance, this is the book. The next book we are going to be talking about is Twisted Hate. This is the third book in the Twisted series by Ana Huang. This book is about Josh Shen and Jules Ambrose. Jules Ambrose? Yes, Jules Ambrose. Get your life together, girl. Get your life together. Anyways, but basically this book is dual POV. This Josh Shen, in the first book we meet, it's a found family. We meet the four girls. Jules Ambrose is one of them, and Josh Shen is her best friend's brother. And this one, basically, Josh Shen is a hotshot doctor. He's going to medical school. He is on the path the right way. He just loves having fun. He's low-key kind of golden retriever-like. However, though, when he becomes obsessed with Jules, bruh, he becomes possessive. He becomes obsessed. He's like mine, and I just love it so much because he takes a turn. So the whole point of this, and I think you should read this in the third book in the series, like you should understand the dynamic of everybody's relationship and how Ana Huang published this, and I think this is she put this in a good place for a reason. But throughout the series, you will see the banter between Josh and Jules. Josh believes that Jules is a bad example for his sister Ava, and it just brings this hate around each other, but this hate becomes love. Enemies to lovers, forced proximity, stuff like that. But this hate becomes love, and it becomes a possessive, it becomes obsessive. It's, you don't touch what's mine. And it's just amazing. There's a scene in here where something happens to Jules, and Jules goes to the hospital that Josh is a resident at. And he literally says, he's like, what happened to you? Who did this to you? And he makes one phone call to his multimillionaire best friend, and they go tear some up, okay? The next book is Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. Anyways, so I'm gonna edit that out, okay?
Kerri Maniscalco.
Anyways, Throne of the Fallen! This is our next book. This book is following Prince Envy and Camilla. So Camilla is an artist. She's a painter. She paints these things, and it's the key for Prince Envy to get to what he needs to do. He's in this game, basically, and he partners up with Camilla. And when I tell you my jaw, just the twists and turns in this book, my jaw was open 95% of this book. This book was fun. This book was thrilling. This book was suspenseful. And then on top of it, it was love. Like, okay, so it wasn't mainly like a romantasy focused. It was more about the plot and like the trials and the games that they were playing. But you like go through those trials with them. You understand the pain that they feel, the helplessness they feel, the trauma that they go through. They open up because how close they are and who they become throughout these trials. And these trials are genuinely supposed to break you down. And they do that, but for these two, it brings them closer together. And it helps them understand each other in a way that no one else has. And yeah, I think it's cool. And I love it. The next book, the next book we have here is A Court of Silver Flames. Okay. Before I get into this book, I saw something on Instagram, TikTok, something. I saw something, and it was like, older sisters love this book. I am an older sister, and I loved this book. It is one of my favorites. I enjoyed the whole Akatar series. I thought it was super good. There wasn't a book that I like did not love. There was a book that I did not love. But this book in particular was my favorite. I think about this book day in, day out. How nice and gentle Cassian is to Nesta. Oh my god. I can't. Like, I can't. Like, what? And Cassian is a brute. Like, he is genuinely a brute. Like, he is the furthest thing from gentle ever. So, for Nesta to find sympathy, to find love, and to find hope in Cassian is a beautiful thing. And I think what she goes through explains everything of why she was the way she was because towards Feyre, and why she was so why she was so protective over Elaine. And I think it's super cool, the like journey that she has and what she goes through in this book. I think it helps. I think, what is the word I'm looking for? I think it. Anyways, okay, next topic. The next book, I have more books that I want to show you guys, but I do have 2 books on Kindle Unlimited that I read. The first one is Say You Swear. Savannah, please edit Say You Swear right here. Thank you. But Say You Swear. Basically, I just recently finished this book, and I didn't think it was going to destroy me the way it did. But when I tell you, it destroyed me. I literally have to take breaks because I was like, no, that's not, no! It broke me. It recently broke me. I'm still trying to put my heart back together. But basically, this book is about, what's her name? So it's Noah, Chase, and Ariana, right? So Ariana and Chase are in this found family that they have been friends with. They have been family friends for a very long time. Chase and Ariana have had this like weird relationship where they like show hints that they like each other ever since middle school when they became next door neighbors. And then, but Mason, her protective older brother, is like, no, don't touch my sister. Don't go anywhere near her or else I will beat your face in, basically. Cue punching. But so it's like fed this fear into Chase, and like Chase doesn't make a move because he cares more importantly about his relationship with Mason, which is valid, 100% valid, and he doesn't want to burn bridges, so it's better for him just to be friends with Mason and Ariana. However, you notice, like in the early on chapters, you notice that there's like this unspoken love that they have for each other. But Chase is really struggling to compartmentalize in his head. And Ariana, Chase, they fall in love, blah, 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 whatever. But then Chase breaks her heart, right? They go off to college. Ariana meets the quarterback, the senior quarterback, Noah. And she falls in love. He repairs her heart. They fall in love, and they genuinely love each other because of who they are. And it's a different type of love compared to what Chase and Ariana has. And I think it's a super cool book because it showcases early love compared to mature love. And mature love is understanding that you can have like these relationships, you can still be friends with the opposite sex, you can still navigate life together, but at the end of the day, you have a different type of love with this other person.
Hello everybody, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Thank you for sitting down with me and chatting about my top 5 God tier books. This video is going to be a part 1 and a part 2. Savannah, my editor, is going to work on part 2. It will be uploaded later this week. But thank you for sitting down with me and watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. But if you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here. I love you so very much. And bye, book besties.